Bucharest may not be the most picturesque capital city in Europe, but it's packed with culture and plenty of gems worth discovering, like this Wes Anderson-style bookstore, one of the world's most beautiful concert halls, and many more. In this video, we'll take you through some of the best things to do in Bucharest, Romania. We're starting with the Palace of Parliament, one of the world's largest buildings and possibly Bucharest's most famous landmark. This is the second largest administrative building after the Pentagon and has over 1,000 rooms. In person, you can really feel its size. It's massive. The Palace of Parliament was meant to be imposing, built during Romania's communist regime as a symbol of power. Next, we headed to the beautiful Stavropoleos Monastery, a church in the heart of the old town. Over 300 years old, its style is uniquely Romanian, blending Byzantine, Venetian and Ottoman elements. This spiritual haven continues centuries of Eastern Orthodox tradition and has stood through centuries of wars, earthquakes and modernization. Although the space is small, it's covered with intricate carvings and well-preserved frescoes. Like many countries in Eastern Europe, Romania endured decades of communist rule after World War II. To get a feel for what life was like back then, you have to check out the Museum of Communism. You'll get a real sense of what life was like under the regime through everyday objects you can actually touch and explore. We visited the Red Flat in Sofia a while ago, and this one is similar, albeit less immersive. After exploring the Museum of Communism, you'll want to visit the epicenter of Romania's 1989 revolution that ended over 40 years of dictatorship. It was here where a speech by Ceausescu triggered massive protests, leading to his downfall and execution. Today, the Memorial of Rebirth monument serves as a reminder of Romania's struggle for freedom. Cărturești Carusel is a 19th century building that's been transformed into one of the most stunning bookshops we've ever seen. In fact, it's often called one of the most beautiful bookstores in the world, right up there with Livraria Lelu in Porto. So yeah, it's definitely popular on Instagram. From here, we walk to the CEC Palace, another one of Bucharest's most recognizable landmarks from the late 19th century. This is the headquarters of Romania's oldest bank and represented the country's financial independence and modernization at the time. Its elegant design also reflects Bucharest's own nickname, Little Paris, when Romania was heavily influenced by French culture. Speaking of Paris, Bucharest also has its own Arch of Triumph that is modeled after Paris's, but it's a little too out of the way for us to visit. If you continue along Calea Victoriei, the Macca Vilacrosse passage is another spot that mirrors Bucharest's own Little Paris charm. Built in the 1890s, it was inspired by Parisian-style arcades and was intended to be both a shopping and social space. Today, it's lined with restaurants, but if you come during the daytime, you can still experience some of that old-world feel. Fun fact, Bucharest also has its own umbrella street, similar to the original one in Portugal. It's only a few minutes walk from the Macca Vilacrosse passage and makes for a nice photo stop. The Romanian Athenaeum wasn't originally on our itinerary, but it turned out to be a place not to be missed. This 19th century concert hall isn't just a cultural symbol, it's also one of the most beautiful concert halls in the world. With its majestic dome and Corinthian columns, it's another example of Romania's Belle Époque elegance, similar to the CEC Palace. If you're not up for watching a performance, you can visit the concert hall outside of concert hours, which was what we did. The interior will take your breath away, and pay attention to the frescoes that line the walls, featuring the history and culture of Romania. We were lucky enough to be around for a bit of rehearsal too. To end our Bucharest adventure, we headed to the Cismigiu Gardens. This impressive green oasis is a true treasure of Bucharest, with a pond in the center of the gardens where you can rent rowboats. With plenty of space to slow down and take a stroll, this is the perfect place to enjoy a quiet moment before wrapping up your visit. By the way, if you like this type of travel videos where it's less about us and more about the destinations, then please subscribe. We hope to show you more of the world. Bucharest was full of culture and hidden gems, but our next stop was a real reason we traveled all the way to Romania. In our next video, we visited the magical town of Brașov. It's the best of all Romania, and of course, we also made a day trip to Dracula's castle. Click here to watch it now.